Good morning, students. Good morning to all. Already we have started the first lesson, and in the last class, we have studied the economic system. So, the types of economic system, we have studied three types of the economic system was there. First one is capitalism, and next one is socialism. Third one is mixedism. Already we have studied the two types, capitalism and the socialism. In capitalism, what we studied in this capitalism, free economy was there, right? Free economy means laissez-faire policy. There is no government interventions, and the market also determines the economic activity. Market means price and demand and supply. Okay, I remember like that. The socialism. Socialism refers the system of total planning, public ownership, and state control on economic activity. Right? In the socialism, all the major economic activity will be regulated and controlled by the government only. Okay. So today now we will study about the last types of the economic system, that is the mixedism. Okay. Okay, today mixed economy, that is mixedism. Okay, in this mixed economy, both private and public sector coexisting, and it will be work together for achieving their economic activity. Okay, if we want to decide to improve the economic development or economic activity, so the both sectors, the government sector and the private sector also will have the rights, and they will decide the basic economic problems. We have studied, what we have to produce, how to produce, and for whom produce. Everything also will be decided by both public and private also. Okay, even though in this mixed economy, so many of the rights is given by the government, so the major economic activity will be regulated and controlled by the government only. Okay, but in the same time the private also will be helpful to improve the economic activity. For example, now so many of the major industries also transferred from the government sector to the private sectors. Okay, now suppose if the government decided to not continuing any of the industry, so this industry will be transferred to the private sectors. Okay, the private sector, after occupying the private sectors, it will be moving efficiently. Okay, that also will be improved to improve the economic activities. And not only that, in this mixed economy, we can see the combinations of both capitalism and the socialism. So what are the features were there in this both capitalism and the socialism? So all the merits, same time the demerits also, not the demerits, all the merits and all the features will be there in this mixed economy. Why one nations must be handling the mixedism, or suppose if any of the nations moving under the mixedism, so it will be eliminate the demerits of both capitalism and the socialism. Okay, what are the demerits we were studied in the capitalism and the socialism? It will be removed by the mixedism. Okay, we can't see the total demerits in the capitalism and the socialism. Okay, so the mixed economy will be eliminate the problem both of socialism and the capitalism. Under this mixed economy, so all the resources are owned by both individuals and the government. Okay, under the mixed economy, so all the resources, So maybe the natural resources are all the factors of production, and the property will be held by the both government and private sectors. The best example of the mixed economy nation is India, England, France, and Brazil. Okay, some more nations also following the mixed economy. Okay, next we will see the features of mixed economy. We will see the features of mixed economy. What are the features are there in this mixed economy? Okay, first one is ownership of property and means of production. Okay, if you are seeing the ownership or the property or the means of production under the mixed economy, so the means of production and the properties are owned by both private and public. Okay, the means of productions mean we studied basic problems, how to produce, what to produce, how much produce, and to whom produce. Everything also will be decided by both private and public. Okay, after turn up the very well planning, so the government also will be giving some of the rights to producing or rights to deciding the economic activity. Otherwise, the private sector also will be turn some of the best or the well planned for the government or so economic activities. So then the same time, so the public and the private also have the right to purchase, use or transfer their resources. Okay, suppose if the government want to transferring their ownership of one company to the private sector, it is possible. So at the same time, so the government, the private sector also can easily transfer their resources to the another one of the individuals or government itself. Okay, even a single person also can able to start at any one of the industries equal to the government sectors. Okay, for example, now the telecom center is there, no telecom sectors. So the Reliance companies also is there. The Reliance and the Reliance company is there, and in the same time, so the BSNL company is also existing. Okay, but more profit is earned by the private because of the incentives and giving more allowance and more objectives. Okay, like that the natural resources. Okay, so the abundant level of the natural resources also can be used by the private sector itself. Okay, so even if there is government intervention is there, so the private sector can have the rights to use the natural resources equal to the government sectors. Okay, another one of the feature is coexistence of both public and private sector. Okay, the public and private sector will going together. Okay, the existence will be there in both public and private. Private industries undertake some of the activities primarily only for profit. Private industries undertake the activities primarily only for the profit. But the public sector firms are owned by the government with another one of the motives maximize social welfare. Okay, when when the government sector decided to creating any one of the plan or any of the activities, it will have one of the motive of social welfare. But in the same time, so the private sector will have one of the motive of earning profit, right? And the current nation also called as a police nations. Police nations means even if they have more economic activity, even if they earning more national income, so one of the aim of government is protecting the consumer and the social welfare, the defense and the educations and the hygienic and the infrastructure facilities, everything is also given by the government. Another one of the feature is economic planning. Like already we have studied, So in this mixed economy, so the plan related to the economic activity will be very well, very efficiency. Okay, before deciding any one of the economic activity, any one of the planning, they will planned. So who will plan here? So under the central planning authorities. Okay, under the central planning authority only, so all the plans will be prepared. Okay, so many of the economic plans, for example the 5-year plans and the national policies, and some of the policies also will be formulated by economic plans, the central planning authority only. So even though there is the rights to have the resource by the private sectors, the central government or the public sector only give the permission to the private sector to making the economic decisions. That is, the national plans are created by the government, but the private sector also will be using or will be following the plans. In commonly, so all sectors of the economy function according to the objectives, priorities and targets. Okay, this everything will be drawn up by the central planning authorities. Okay, even the government and the public are coexisting, so the private also have working together with the government. Okay, for the purpose of increasing the economic activities and the objectives and some of the priorities, and the government also will have some of the targets. Okay, for the purpose of attaining the economic activity, economic development only, both the private and public will going together. Okay, in this mixed system, so all the economic plan will be done up by the central planning authority. So the economic activities and the economic development also will creating efficiency way. Another one of the features of mixed economy is solution to the economic problems. Solution to the economic problems. Okay, so all the economic problems that we have studied, the basic economic problems. So all the economic problems will be solved by the central planning authority, that is the government, so the public sectors only. Okay, so the production level, consumption level and the distributions, everything will be formulated by the government only. How it will be solved the basic economic problems means, normally in this capitalistic economy, market only will be determines the economic activity. Okay, market mechanism means so the price, demand and supply. Okay, but here some of the feature of socialism, that is the government intervention is there. Okay, due to the intervention of the government, so the private sector will not become as a monopolist. Monopolist mean, suppose for the if any one of the private sectors producing any one of the commodities and there is more demand, mean they will have one of the right to fixing their price of that commodity. Okay, but due to the government intervention, even if there is more demand, so the private will not have the right to fixing the price of their commodities. Okay, otherwise the government will deciding some of the optimum price level, and all the produced commodity must be reached the hands of consumer in the good manner. So the government also will be decided or will be preparing the good distributions means, or the means of distributions. Okay, by the good manner. By the good manner mean the rationing and other. So this is a good way. And another one of the feature of the mixed economy is freedom and control. Okay, so even though there is more freedom in the hand of the private sector to deciding the economic activity, same time all over the control will be held by the government only. That is the basic economic problems and the solution to the economic problems. So the private sector can use or purchase or own the natural resources and the factor of production as a same way by the government. Okay, but even though so many of the control, some of the limitation is given by the government to the private. Okay, according to the control and limitations only, so the private can able to conduct their economic activities. Okay, when there is more freedom and more control, so the private sector will not have any of the excuse and will not have any of the chance to overcome the economic activities. Okay, so for example, it will not be having the right to produce the unwanted commodities. Okay, for even though the government given the permission to producing any of the commodities by the public sectors, in the produced commodities must be increasing the economic activity and it will not be affected the human welfare. Okay, so like that, some of the freedom and some of the control also will be there in this mixed economy. Okay, so the 5 features we studied. First one is ownership of property and means of production. Next one is coexistence of both public and private sectors. Okay, so the private and the public also will going together. Next, economic planning. Okay, all the planning about the economic activity will be done by the central planning authority. Next one is solution to the economic problems. Okay, all the basic economic problems will be solved by the public sector only by distributing the product commodity in the good manner. Next one is freedom and control. Okay, even there is more freedom, so the government will have some of the limitation to the private. Okay, next, merits of mixed economy. What are the merits are there under the mixed economy? The first one of the merits of mixed economy is rapid economic growth. Rapid economic growth. The best advantages of mixed economy is promote the economic growth, or it will be creating the rapid and abundant economic growth, because in the same time, the same way, both the private and the public also will improve the economic activity, the production and consumption and distributions, everything also will be undertaken by the both government and private sector. Okay, so when they doing the same things by both private and sectors, so the competitions will be formed. Okay, so due to the competitions, so the economic activity will be increase or it will be grow very efficient way, otherwise the rapid level. Okay, so in the same time, both the private requirement or the private needs also will be taken by the government, and some of the public requirement also will be taken by the private sectors. Okay, suppose that the government is not able to produce or not able to continue any of the industries, mean it will be going to the private hand. Okay, it will not be shut down. Okay, so because of the transferring the ownership from government to private or private to government, so when industries without done up without the setting up of the industries, so it will be moving quickly. Okay, so the demand of the commodities also will be increasing, so the living standard of the people also will be increasing this way, so we can earn the rapid economic growth. Another one of the merit is balanced economic growth. First one is rapid economic growth. Next one is balanced economic growth. So we have studied, first point, the economic growth. The economic growth, when the economic growing, so the growth will be spread throughout the world or throughout the society as in the equal way or in the balanced. For example, it promotes the balanced growth between agriculture and industries. Okay, so now the private sector will not give the more importance to the agricultural sector, because in this agricultural sector will not earning more profit. Okay, so in the same time, so the agricultural sector will be undertaken by the government. Okay, so if the growing is increased, so the growth is spread within the two sectors, so the agricultural sector and the industrial sectors. Okay, so many of the private organizations will give more importance to the private sector only. Because of that only they can earning more profit. Okay, but the agricultural sector also must be taken care by anyone. Then who will care? So the government only will taking more effort to protecting the agricultural sector. Okay, because 75 percentage or the 70 percentage of national income is created by the agricultural only. Sorry, not the 70 percentage, maybe the 50 percentage of the national income is coming from the agricultural sector only. Okay, now what is the point of the balanced economic growth mean? So between the agricultural and the industrial sector and the consumer goods and the capital goods and the rural people to urban people, so everybody will be having the equal rights. When they having the equal rights and when they have the equal profit, equal benefit, so the inequality will be vanished. Okay, so the balanced economic growth will be there under the mixed economy. Another one of the merits of mixed economy is proper utilization of resources. Okay, all the resources will be used in a proper way. Proper way means, suppose if the common natural resources are there used by the private and the public sector, so the both sector also will be using the natural resources as a proper way. Okay, but in this capitalism, so not like that. Okay, so because, by the way of earning the more profit, they will using the natural resources beyond the optimum level, or the wastage of natural resources will be increased. Okay, but here not like that. So the both private and public have to use the same natural resource. In this way, the both organization will be protect and use as a proper way. So here the government only control most of the important activities directly and the private sector indirectly. Okay, so what are the major industries are there? Everything is also followed by the government sector only. Okay, so the government will be control even in the all factors of production in public sector. Okay, but in the same time, so the government will be control the private sector as indirectly. Indirectly mean, so by the way of some of the policies. Okay, by creating some of the best policies. For example, the tax policies mean, so it will be create or encouraging the entrepreneurs, or it will be controls the entrepreneurs. Okay, suppose the price policies also is there, and what some of the income policy, tax policies there means, so by the way of the government policies, the government will be control the private sectors. Another one of the merit is economic equality. Okay, economic equality means, so the benefit of the policies will be given by the government as equality or the equalizations. Okay, for example, the government uses the progressive rate of taxation for levying income tax to bring out the economic equality. Okay, suppose if the government levying the income tax mean, so normally it will be follow the progressive tax. Progressive tax means, how can we say, under the income level. Okay, under the income level only, so that tax will be levied by the government. Okay, the people, those who are earning the more income, they have to pay more income. Okay, so the poor people also have to pay as per their income. Okay, but even though the private sector is creating more industries and the people working in these private organizations earning more income, they have to paying the more income tax. Okay, when they do it, so the economic equality will be appear, right? Okay, last merit of the mixed economy is special advantages to the societies. Okay, so all the peoples in the societies will earning some of the advantages or will enjoying some of the benefits formulated by the government. Okay, the government safeguards the interest of the workers and the weaker sections by legislating on minimum wages, rationing, and fair price shops, and formulating some of the social welfare measures or policies. Okay, so in this way, so the government always having some of the chance or having some of the objective to providing some of the social advantages to all the peoples in all the societies. Okay, so all the peoples in societies will enjoy some of the social advantages than the capitalistic economy and the socialistic economy. Okay, because in this mixed economy, so all the economic plans are done by the central planning authorities. Okay, so before they drawing any of the plans, they will taking care of the weaker sections peoples and all the workers. Okay, because if there is no workers and if there is no standard of people, standard of poor peoples, so the economic will not be improved in a efficient way. So the government must be providing the advantages to all the people in the societies. Okay, next, demerits of mixed economy. Some of the demerits also will be there in mixed economy. What are the demerits are there when we are following the mixed economy mean? First one is lack of coordination. Lack of coordinations. Okay, the most or the important drawback of mixed economy is lack of coordinations between public sector and the private sectors. Okay, because the motive of these two organization is very different. Okay, so one of the motive of the government sector is providing the social welfare. Okay, but in the private sector, one of the motive is earning more profit. Okay, so when they earning more profit, the government, the public sector will not accept the policies run by government. Okay, so in the same time, so the private also will be offered so many of the excuses and some of the other facilities from the government. Okay, and not only that, the government will be invest to the major industries. Same time, the private organizations also having the rights to producing the major industries. Okay, okay. When the government have the welfare motive, so the public will not give the support to increasing the peoples or increasing the economic activities of the peoples. And not only that, the guiding principle of the government and the private also will be divergent. Okay, otherwise that is the different type of the guideline principles. Okay, so under the government also having some of the rules and regulations to conducting the private sectors. Okay, and at the same time the government only will be control the private sector. The private sector will not have any little bit of the rights to control the government. Okay, so in this way so many of the private organization have to depending upon the government. Okay, so in this lack of coordinations, so the economic activities also will have the chance to decrease. Another one of the demerit is competitive attitude. Okay, the attitude of the private and the public also will have the competitive manner. Competitive manner mean, for example, if the government produce enough the commodities in a reasonable price, so the private also will be produced the same goods and services in low price than the government. For example, the service, so the telecom service is produced by the provided by the government and the Reliance are the that is the private sector, right? But when the government provide the service within the reasonable price, the private company will providing the same services at the lower price. For the example is BSNL company and the Reliance company. Okay, And the workers also, the productivity of the workers also will be very higher than the government organizations. The production of the commodities will be equal rights, or will be equal by the both private and public sectors. Another one of the demerits is inefficiency. Inefficiency means all the nations will not have the good politicians. Okay, suppose under the mixedism, if there is no good politicians or honest politicians, mean they will not having the expectations, or will not having the effort, or will not having skills and talent to undertaking the government companies. Okay, so many of the government will not continue the good major industries existing in their nations. Okay, after that it will be going to the hands of private automatically. And so many of the corruption and red tapeism also will be there in this public sector. I said, red tapeism means the procrastination to doing some of the work, and so many of the corruption will be formed only in the public sectors. Okay, and the motivate also will not be higher. This in these government organizations, no people will be motivate the other workers and the laborers. Okay, so they will not have any of the incentives also, because of the lack of incentives also they will not creating their efficiency way. And another one of the demerit is fear of nationalization. Fear of nationalization. So in a mixed economy, the fear of nationalization discourages the private entrepreneurs in their business operations and innovative initiatives. Okay, suppose if this after started any of the industries, if the government nationalized the industries, mean so the private industries cannot able to earning the profit. Okay, so the entrepreneurs also will not taking any of the initiative efforts. Okay, so they won't bringing any of the innovations in their product also. Okay, because the so many of the entrepreneurs having the fearness of nationalizations. Okay, after the nationalization, the government only will have monopoly rights to deciding the economic activities. Okay, so only this lack of the fear of nationalization also considered as one of the demerits. Another